Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a journal, a single page journal. I'm actually doing the live stream with Nikki Parr, and we were streaming on Facebook and on YouTube, and we usually try to stream every other week. Right now we've been really busy with work and stuff, so we've been doing streams every other week, every other Friday on International Crafters YouTube, and doing the stream on the International Crafters Facebook group as well. So what I'm doing is just throwing some color on a white blank page here, and I chose some red, some purple. The purple didn't quite turn out the way I wanted to. I thought maybe I should have left the splash marks in there, but it turned out okay. And I added my yellow here. So I was going for some really warm fall colors, and I had no idea what I was going to do. I just started putting color down on this page. So the color that I used, I was just opening up and using the straw to move the color or add it to my page, and that was DecoArts misters, and I was just doing that. So then I just spread it with my brush. Here I'm putting some washi tape. It's holding my book open because my page started kind of curling, as well as I wanted to have some white and black. I just wanted to have that washi tape in my page. So I haven't had a plan at this point, except for that Nikki had some kind of hand on her project, so I just grabbed this stencil I got, actually got given to me by Gina Ahrens, and so I used that on this project because I think Nikki was using a hand on hers, and so I just decided to grab it because I knew kind of where it was. So I used that kind of sticky stencil as a stencil. I don't know if it's a sticker or a stencil, and I used it as a stencil, and I just used my black paint on there, kind of figuring out where I want it. So I just laid it in. I used a brush that was pretty bristly and just stippled some black DecoArt paint on there, and I still had no idea where I was going with this, except for just one step at a time. And really that's what the fun thing about doing layouts and pages for me is I never really plan them, and I just go with every step kind of the way. And I think journal pages are meant to be like that, where you're just kind of playing and going with the flow, and that's what I did with this one. So here I have these little adhesive stencils. They're supposed to be for like etching. You put like kind of liquid etch on glass, and you can use these adhesive stencils. They're from DecoArt, and I was just using them as a stencil on the page, and I kept moving them, and they were sticking well, even though I kept unsticking it and moving. It wasn't really sticky, it was just tacky a bit. So it worked really nice to put these little gold flowers everywhere. And like I said, I was kind of stalling. I was just enjoying my time and chatting, and I think the stream was about an hour for this part, and just a little bit of chatting after. But yeah, so at this point I did not know what I was going to do. I'm just adding a little more gold around my page. At this point, I'm looking for something to glue on this page, and I like collage on the page, and I found this coloring page here of this lady looking like an Indian lady getting married or in a wedding gown. It looked like that to me, so I just thought I'd use that on the page. Cut her out, and I used decoupage from DecoArts to glue it down. And I didn't want to cover up my hand, so I just used my stencil to kind of cut around it to fit her on just above my hand. And then doing that, I kind of had a hand left over as well, so then I just added that to my page to kind of follow through with the coloring page. So it kind of turned out pretty neat. So I used that just to kind of go over my hand, so I wasn't covering up what I just put, and then I decided to use the hand that I actually cut out behind the coloring page at the bottom of the page. So it's two hands on the page. So what I'm doing here is just taking my washi tape off. I want to keep it and put it on top of the hand, so that's what I did here. And now I'm using my decoupage from DecoArt, and just, it's a gloss one too, and that was just what was near me at the time, so I used that to glue that down. I think I did a little bit of watercolor crayon, wax crayon, as well as pencil crayon to color the girl a little bit of a blue color, and then I used watercolor pencils to make her flowers pop in a really like a red watercolor. And I didn't want to do too much to them. I also did a little bit of red and orange on her skin for skin tone, and I added gold to her jewelry and to the flower centers. So that's basically what I did with her. like I said here, I'm just adding the water pencil. I'm dipping it in the water and then just directly adding it to the project, which makes it so it's writing on top of the glossy decoupage glue. And also, like I do it all the time, and I also did it around the edges in black too, to give it, instead of inking up the edges, I did around the edges of the girl and the hand and around the edges of my journal page. And I think that's really about what I did, and that was pretty much it. I didn't add any words or anything, I just thought I'd leave it like that. Unfortunately, my light was very glary, and because of the really high gloss of the decoupage. So I'm hoping that you guys will get to see a good picture of it.